I am grateful that God gives us the stamina to survive the moment God declares what we can be and the moment we become what God declares what we can be. Anybody ever had to live in the grueling liminal space of the middle in between dreams? You trust God as much as you can, but days turn into weeks, and weeks turn into months, and months turn into years, and you start to push those dreams to the back burner, and they start collecting dust and cobwebs, and then all of a sudden God reminds you that God has something greater, God has something more authoritative, God has something more powerful than you've given God credit for. I wish I came to Fountain today to talk to some dreamers.
We live in a country that's based on a dream. Didn't y'all hear what Dr. King said on those steps of the Lincoln Memorial as he's given that famous address? And Mahalia Jackson yells from the wings of the stage, "Martin, tell him about your dream." And Martin says, "I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners would be able to sit down together at a table of brotherhood." King reflected that this dream was deeply rooted in the American dream. But if we'll be honest, the American dream has not been really dreamy for many of us, particularly those of us who've been kissed by the sun. The American dream has failed to be an oasis of opportunity for people who look like me. At one time, the American dream included owning people who look like you. At one time, the American dream was expanding land through manifest destiny that stole resources from Native Americans. At one time, the American dream was considered male-only voting and white-only wealth building. At one time, the American dream boasted international military dominance and disrupted the entire southern hemisphere. And as we move into this 2024 election, there are some people who see the pernicious woman damning, public school destroying, death penalty expanding proposals of Project 2025 as a part of America's dream. But in the distance between our founders' dreams and Martin Luther King Jr.'s dreams and the dream of having a livable wage, affordable housing, and the capacity to retire in peace, I'm grateful that the people of God have always showed up in order to remind the world that we know what to do in between dreams. In fact, we're living in between a national dream right now, and we have to make our way to the polls on November 5th or before if you do early voting, because it's important that we make sure that America's nightmare is no longer our reality, because we have been called to dream.